As the environmental crisis worsens, 65% of Africa's land is affected by degradation, causing estimated economic losses of $4.6 trillion over the next 15 years. Capital is scarce for most entrepreneurs on the continent, but even more so for small and medium enterprises, or SMEs, working on sustainable agriculture and forestry. Such enterprises struggle to access the financial resources necessary to grow their businesses. This limits their ability to serve smallholder farmers, the backbone of Africa's agricultural economy, leaving the farmers stuck with unsustainable practices. Rural communities are thus trapped in poverty, exacerbated land degradation, and food insecurity. To overcome these barriers, the World Resources Institute, WRI, presents the Rural Prosperity Bond. This is how it works. The existing Land Accelerator, implemented by the World Resources Institute, provides training and business mentoring to selected small and medium enterprises that work on land restoration. The Rural Prosperity Bond complements that by providing credit to these SMEs that incentivizes them to serve more smallholder farmers. For example, by connecting farmers to markets, selling agricultural inputs to farmers, or by purchasing produce from them. In the first year, WRI will test the concept through a pilot, which will require grant funding. Building on that, within 5 years, the Rural Prosperity Bond will be fully capitalized using proceeds from debt investors and will reach financial sustainability. 26 SMEs from 10 African countries have already graduated from WRI's entrepreneurship program, the Land Accelerator. They will be the first eligible candidates for loans provided by the bond. In the next 6 years, the Land Accelerator will expand the pool of enterprises in Africa and extend to South Asia and Latin America. Every year, the average SME in Africa is contributing to restoring nearly 2,000 hectares through their work with more than 3,000 smallholder farmers, a majority of which are women. At scale, the bond has the potential to increase the yields of 675,000 farmers by at least 40% and mitigate 850,600 tons of carbon dioxide over 6 years. That's equivalent to the annual CO2 emissions of 186,000 cars. Once fully operational, the Rural Prosperity Bond could provide around $50 million in new lending toward more than 250 businesses, restoring degraded landscapes and promoting sustainable agriculture in Africa, South Asia, and Latin America. The bond could thus enable hundreds of thousands of farmers to adopt climate-smart practices, become resilient to climate change, while boosting their incomes and creating rural prosperity.